Good morning. I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. The S&P 500 ended Monday's session near the flat line as traders prepared for the release of key inflation data. Investors were looking ahead to October's reading of the Consumer Price Index due Tuesday as the next catalyst for markets. Headline inflation is expected to have grown 3.3% on an annualized basis, according to economists polled by Dow Jones. The metric is also forecasted to have advanced 0.1% from the prior month. Moody's on Friday underscored the US's very large fiscal deficits and partisan gridlock in Washington as contributing factors for the cut. The ratings agency reaffirmed America's credit rating at AAA, the highest level. This comes 3 months after Fitch lowered the US long-term foreign currency issuer default rating to AA+ from AAA, also citing expected fiscal deterioration, an increasing debt burden and political standoffs on fiscal and debt issues. Overall, the broad market index ended down 0.08%, the Nasdaq Composite closed 0.22% lower, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average advanced 0.16%. Leading the S&P 500 gains were DaVita, Insulet and Henry Schein, each up more than 5%. Shares of Boeing added more than 4% after Emirates announced a $52 billion order for a 95 aircraft, given the Dow a lift. Turning to US sectors, energy was the best performing sector, whilst utilities recorded the most losses. Turning to commodities, oil prices rose on Monday as OPEC's dismissal of demand slowdown concerns led to gains in Brent and West Texas Intermediate crude contracts for January and December, respectively. OPEC refuted concerns about weakening oil demand, citing increased Chinese crude imports in October, robust US economic growth, and a 5.4% projected growth in the Chinese economy for the year, attributing the recent oil price sell-off to speculative bets on declining crude prices. ExxonMobil aims to become a prominent player in the lithium industry by leveraging its drilling and processing expertise, with plans to commence lithium production in 2027 through the extraction of lithium from underground brines in Arkansas, where it holds rights to 120,000 acres of land in the Smackover Formation. The clean energy sector is experiencing a severe downturn, resulting in significant value losses and posing a threat to America's environmental objectives, with major automakers such as General Motors and Ford postponing electric vehicle launches and offshore wind projects facing cancellation or delays. The solar panel market is facing a decline in homeowner purchases, even in environmentally conscious states like California, and reliable dividend-yielding green power producers are no longer perceived as secure investments due to challenges posed by rising interest rates, supply chain issues, insufficient electric transmission infrastructure, and Chinese competition. Turning to the Australian landscape, the SPI futures are pointing to a 1% gain. Thank you for listening.